The Spring Cleaning Challenge event has begun over on Fallout 76, and this is the title screen for the game, and you can clearly see all the rewards that will be available to you if you complete all the challenges. From the backpack for this week to the trash can for week 2, and then if you complete both weeks, you'll be getting the Abraxo washer and dryer. So, with that being said, let's go over a few things and a lot of places that you can go and find some of these items that you will be looking for. As most of you guys are aware, I am sure, Spring Cleaning Challenge event has begun, and this is week 1 of a 2-week period. Week 2 challenges will be different, and I do have a guide going over all those as well, but this will actually go over a few quick tips and also a ton of locations for brooms, toilet paper, anything that you may need for the event to actually complete things is going to be in this video except for the Catch a Commie board game. Now I have a video going over that entire thing, and if you need help with that, go over there. Plus that video also has a ton of locations for brooms, toilet papers, plungers, and all that good stuff as well. And they are completely different than the ones that are in this video. The first big tip I'm going to give you is one that we did not know and no one could really prepare for because it just doesn't make sense. It still doesn't make any sense. But if you wear power armor, any of the challenges that says collect such and such with the Abraxo Pip-Boy equipped, you will have to get out of your power armor. It does not count if you're wearing power armor, even though you have access to your Pip-Boy. When they did challenges in the past and you had to have a backpack equipped or an outfit, we all knew that you had to get out of your power armor because all that stuff comes off. But your Pip-Boy doesn't, so for whatever reason, it is still not counting, and I am sorry about that, but I do want to go ahead and let you guys know so that way you're not running around picking up stuff and you have no idea if you're actually collecting it. But make sure you're actually tracking those challenges so that way you can see if things are counting. Now when you go to kill something with the cremator, you can do that in power armor. You do not need to have the Abraxo skin equipped. Tip 2, and this one's a good one and it can save you a lot of time, is all those challenges that say that you need to break stuff down into such and such, like fertilizer, acid, plastic, ceramic, what have you. Those can all be done at the Tinker's Workbench as long as you actually have the junk available. If you have the junk available, you will be able to actually bulk those items and then break them down to complete the challenges. Without further ado, let's get into this. The spring cleaning event is coming up, and there will be a few things that you need to collect along the way and a few items you'll need to scrap. So this location is going to be Summersville. Most of you guys probably recognize it. I just used it in a video not too long ago to reset your servers. Anyhow, this location is going to have several of the items that you actually need to either break down or collect. One being a broom, toilet paper, plastic, and ceramic. So let's go on inside and we will look around real quick. So here is the house. Now, the vases all have ceramic. There is a globe, I think, that normally spawns right there that will also have plastic in it. These have ceramic. This also has ceramic. These also have ceramic. And there is a coffee pot that normally spawns here on top of a hot plate that will also have plastic. Of course, make sure you loot any of the containers. There is a plastic dog bowl right here. The umbrellas, there's 3 of them. They have plastic as well. Here is a broom. An actual broom that you'll need to pick up. And then if you ever need a board game, there's normally a board game that spawns right there just in case. And there's always 3 back here on this as well. Now there's a board game you need to pick up for this, but it's not located here. And then if you look back here or on top of there, sometimes there is a bobblehead. Also there's more ceramic right here and toilet paper. So there's definitely things that you'll need. There's a few more pieces of ceramic upstairs, I do believe. There's about 3 enemies. Here's a vase. There's also a cap stash that can spawn like literally right down there. But look in here for things that you might need that could have plastic or anything like that in it. Well, apparently one of them decided to spawn back in. Hello. Anyhow, yeah, so they've all decided to spawn back in. Somebody must have came by. Anyway, let's just keep going here. There's also a ashtray right here that is made of ceramic as well. And then I don't think there's anything else except for downstairs. So let's roll downstairs real quick. Hold on. the other person's not back yet. There's a coffee mug right there. And then if you go downstairs, you can check these for stuff too. The coolant has plastic in it. And then there's a globe and ceramic that normally spawn right here. So you can pick up the globe and that has plastic that has ceramic. And then there's also this clothing iron, and that has plastic. And then all of these balls right here, the billiard balls, they are all plastic. So you can pick them up and scrap them down. I think they're 2 apiece. So you should be able to get as much stuff as you need. There's the coffee pot right there, 2 plastic. So, and there's more containers, obviously. So this place is fantastic, and there's another vase right here as well. This place is fantastic for the ceramic, the broom, the plastic, and the toilet paper. This is the White Springs North entrance, and here is 76 in relation. Now this location is actually going to be outside of the White Springs North entrance. This is a free fast travel location, and with the spring cleaning event you will need to find a couple items like I've probably already said. Anyway, some of the items that you'll be collecting here is Abraxo, brooms, soap, toilet paper, and there's ceramic, and I do believe plastic as well. So let's just go ahead and we'll get started. I'm going to show you a couple teapots and a couple other things that you may need for other daily challenges or anything along the line that that goes that way. Anyway, there's a cigarette machine that's right here in case you ever need cigarettes. Here is another piece of ceramic and cigarettes here. The ashtray has ceramic in it. This is all ceramic as well, and there's a teapot in case you need that for a teapot challenge. And then if you head back across, this is where all the goodies really are. There's lots of containers that you can loot here. Going inside of here, there's normally sugar bombs that sits on this table here, and most of the time they're irradiated when I come in here. There's plastic bowls and plastic spoons, so you can break all that down. There's vases made of ceramic there, and of course there's tons of other things. If you need pre-war food or anything like that, you could definitely come in here and loot that. But if you go across, there's a plunger. There's 2 pieces of soap, 2 things of toilet paper, and if you come inside here, more toilet paper right here, 2 more. And these are all containers, so you can look inside them as well and see if there's anything that you can use for that event. And here's more toilet paper. Here is more ceramic, and here is another teapot if you ever need teapots for the challenge. And then here is another bar of soap. I do believe that's all for in here. And then if you come right over to the other bathroom, here is more toilet paper, Abraxo, and then if you open these up, there's another plunger right there. And then a bar of soap right here, and these scissors I do believe have plastic in them as well. We can't pick them up, it looks like. I thought that you could. Anyway, there's more containers you can always look through, and right in here there's more pre-war food and a gold pocket watch, and here is toilet paper. I do believe the fancy hairbrush may have plastic. I'm not exactly sure on that one. It does have some plastic, but it definitely has silver, which is a very important one if you're looking for silver to break down. And then if you head over here into the laundry room, you'll find a bunch of Abraxo. So here's another box of Abraxo, 2 more boxes of Abraxo there, and then another one on the ground. There's lots of things to loot and look around. There's a gold pocket watch that normally sits here, so if you ever need gold, and there's a golf ball if you ever need cork. More golf balls in this little container there as well. And then I think that's it for this room. More containers obviously. And then if you go down the hall here, this is another room here. There's oil in case you need that. More plastic. And then right over here is another broom. Lots of places to look in here for, loot basically. And then if you come back around, this room has another broom. Lots of things to loot in here as well. Screws and such, and oil. So make sure you look around there. And then if you head outside, I don't think there's anything in here, but if you head outside, there's more oil canisters and some turpentine things. There is, hold on, another cigarette machine right here with a pack of cigarettes on top, so if you need cigarettes at any time. There is another broom right here, and behind it there's more cigarettes. There's a thing that you can loot, and then 2 bags of cement in case you ever need cement if you're running low for your camp. So hopefully this has helped you out some. Now this place should seem familiar, but it has a lot of good loot in it. It has cigarettes and lighters and a ton of other things, so I'm going to go through and just show you a couple of items that you can use for the spring cleaning and for your daily challenges that you may need. First of all, there is a lighter and a carton of cigarettes there. There's a cigarette machine right here. There is another pack of cigarettes and a flip top lighter there. And then this has plastic in it, that has ceramic in it, and then of course salt and pepper. If you ever need oil, this has got oil in it. If you come around here, there's a tinker's workbench and a plunger that you can actually loot right there that you may need for the challenge. I don't think you can get to any of the toilet paper in here. And then if you come around, if you need glowing fungus, of course, there's some right there. And then if you come downstairs, there's a ton of plastic and containers that you can loot. But yeah, you can pick up stuff. There's stuff right here normally that's plastic. Looks like somebody's already looted it. And rat poison, I do believe, has some plastic in it. Nope, it sure doesn't. That was a lie. Anyway, but you can loot down here, and then there's more stuff that you can actually loot all the way down through here. So don't forget to kind of run down through here. There's a plastic pumpkin down at the bottom if you're really desperate for some plastic, but you should be able to get it in a lot of other places. But this is just in case you're here, and like I said, it's a free fast travel location. There's more cigarettes outside if you ever need cigarettes, as well as there's a cigarette machine that's tipped over out front. Alright, so we're at Camden Park, and just in case you don't know where that's at, here's Camden Park. Here is the Rusty Pick. Anyway, this location for the spring cleaning event is going to have a few things that you may need, which is toilet paper, a broom, and a couple of Abraxos. There's also a ton of stuff to loot here. Like, I mean a ton. There's so many magazines and a whole bunch of bobbleheads. I can't go through all of it today, but you can let me know, but I'll take you through this couple things I can see while we run. So cigarette machine is going to be right there in case you ever need cigarettes. This is a lock in case you ever need a lock. Pick a lock, and there's also another safe inside. And then if you go around here real quick, there's a magazine location right there, so you can pick that up. If you run around to the back here, here is the Abraxo, and there's duct tape there. This has got some plastic in it right there. And then there's usually a bunch of alcohol and Nuka-Colas, pre-war food, there's bears, I mean everything. Here's a perfect pie. I don't think there's anything in that. And then if you run right over here, here is your broom right there. There's some pre-war food there. Now there'll be some enemies over here as well. I had robots today. But there is some bugs also in there, but this is where your toilet paper is going to be at. There's what, four rolls there. So yeah, there's plenty of things. There's normally a mod that spawns right here. There's bobblehead and magazine up on top of the tracks there. But yeah, definitely check out. I think it's my teddy bear video. I go through all of the locations for the bobbleheads and stuff. All right, guys. Alright, this next location should be familiar to most players. It's the Overseer's house. It's not too far from 76. You have to come here pretty frequently. Anyway, this area is supposed to be a protected spawn, but I always come in here and I'm missing stuff, and that's even if I reset, so I'm not exactly sure why certain things are missing half the time or what. But I'm not the team captain, so that quite possibly could be it, but I've never quite, I don't know. I don't quite believe that this place is untouchable by everybody. Anyway, this place is going to have a ton of ceramic. It will have plastic. It has a broom, a plunger, and toilet paper, and a Abraxo. So here is one of these ceramic things. She's got a bunch of vases in here. There's a plunger right here and toilet paper there as well. And then there's salt and pepper. There's another vase that you can pick up there. No, you can't pick that one up. Anyway, she's got a bunch of coffee cups that are ceramic. She's got this vase and a teapot. If you ever need a teapot, there's one there. She's got a bunch of stuff over here. More coffee cups, plastic there. Let's see here. The broom is right here on the floor. You can barely see it, so don't miss that one. And there's normally a pumpkin pie. It's supposed to be a pumpkin pie that sits here. That's one of the things that's definitely missing. And then this has plastic in it. And if we head downstairs, there's more stuff upstairs, by the way, that has like plastic and ceramic in it. There's more coffee mugs. There's another coffee mug right here. And then if you head inside, there's a couple boxes of Abraxo. I do believe that this right here has some plastic in it, and that also has plastic, both of these. So there's a ton of stuff literally for you to loot inside the Overseer's home here. More ceramic right there as well. If you're familiar with my channel at all, then you probably have seen this location more than once because I do love it, and so I reference it pretty often, and that's Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. It is not too far from 76. There is a side quest that's tied to this, and there's also a daily quest that's tied to this location where you can get some rare recipes. If you don't know about any of that stuff, make sure to check out my video that I'll link in the description below, and I'll try to link in the top right. Sometimes they pop up, sometimes they don't, but either way, make sure to check those out if you're interested. But this location is going to have a ton of stuff, including a drunk robot that will not stop talking the entire time you're here. It sounds like Bender, but it's not. Anyway, this location has board games if you ever need board games. It has crystal, tons and tons and tons of cigarettes and lighters. It has tons of glass. It has some alcohol in here. But you're going to be finding tons of plastic. You're going to be finding tons of ceramic. And you'll find, I think it's 3 boxes of Abraxo, a broom, 2 plungers, 3 or 4 rolls of toilet paper, some bars of soap, and I mean just so much more. I'll just kind of pick and show you a couple things. But anyway, here's some board games there. There's the crystal decanter. This has plastic in it. More ceramic back here. There's some cigarettes and stuff there. It's all over the place. This right here is Abraxo. You'll need that. There's soap. And then all this stuff right here is plastic that you can pick up. More glass bottles, more ceramic. There's a magazine that can spawn right there. More ceramic behind me, more ceramic and plastic, tons of stuff behind the counter there. And then there's a plastic bowl. There's some containers back here for you to loot as well. More cigarettes and a ceramic cup. Here is the broom that you'll want to pick up. And then here is some toilet paper, plunger, more toilet paper right there. This also has a bunch of chems in here, so if you come in here, a lot of times there's Med-X laying all over the ground. And then there's soap in the sink. So if you come back out and go downstairs, there's even more stuff. Yes, there's a secret door. Anyway, there's a ton of glass and tons of cigarettes and ashtrays and stuff everywhere, and vases. They all have ceramic and stuff in it. If you ever need burnt books, there you go. Anyway, here's toilet paper and a plunger there. There's not really anything else behind the door. The mop does not count as a broom. There's a bobblehead that actually spawns back here. Some salt and pepper as well. And then some alcohol. This is normally full of a bunch of glasses, so somebody's been in here recently and looted it. It was not me because I'm completely reset. Anyway, there's a ton of oil canisters as well. So if you ever need oil canisters, you can come down here. There's more there. And there's some more plastic, more oil canisters, and asbestos. If you ever need asbestos, you can come get that as well. And then here is more of everything, and then Abraxo, and then there's another box of Abraxo right there, and then there's a magazine that can spawn right there. And this is Bib, the drunk robot, and as you can see, there's more ceramic and stuff over here as well. So just, yeah, come down here and loot this place. There's another Abraxo I forgot right there. So there's 4 boxes of Abraxo. But the thing is this place is full of stuff. This is one of the places I like to loot to do my reset, because there's definitely 250 items down here. It just takes a little bit longer, but you get a different type of material instead of always getting cloth. If you've watched my Deathclaw egg video, then you probably have seen this one before. This is the abandoned waste dump. Now there's a bunch of brooms, a couple plungers, and a bunch of Abraxo down here. So let me go ahead and just show you this. Now this area does have a couple Deathclaws, but you'll want to basically come up to the little platform here, and there will be your first broom right here on the left. And then you'll just need to call the elevator and then hop down there real quick. Once you're down here, there'll be a couple different ways you can go. You need to go straight. And when you first come in, there will be a Abraxo right to your left. There is a bar of soap if you need some soap there. And then if you come down straight, there's more Abraxo. If you go to the right, there is another broom right there. And then if you head back this way, there is a plunger right there. And then another plunger there, Abraxo. And then once you head down this way, there's another broom right there. And there's yet more Abraxo if you're able to get it through here, right there. Now this location should seem familiar. This is the Sunday Brothers Cabin. It is where Moonshine Jamboree actually occurs. And at this location for the spring cleaning event, you'll be finding some fertilizer, ceramic, a plunger, and soap. But there's also a ton of wood here, alcohol, and oil, and a ton of pre-war food as well. So if you ever are in need of any of that stuff, make sure you stop by and check it out. Also, there's a bunch of Nuka-Colas that spawn all in one location, and if you ever need caps and you're up here, there's 30 Molotov cocktails that you can actually loot at the same time and then sell it to the train station that's right nearby. Let's get in here real quick and show you off some of the stuff that you'll need to be picking up. Anyway, this has some plastic in it just in case you need any of that. And then if you head downstairs, there's plenty of things that you can actually loot as well, so make sure that you're looting those. This may or may not have Abraxo sitting on it sometimes. I cannot exactly remember. But anyway, these have plastic in them and oil, and then there's a ton of pre-war food that you can see here. And some books and such, and there's more stuff over there and over here. But there's the bar soap, and here is the plunger. There's also a bug that spawns down here. I would have thought that there would have been some Abraxo here, but there's not. Also, there's a teapot at this location. In case you ever need a teapot, I'll show you that real quick. But here is the teapot. Anyway, you'll want to go out this way, and you'll be finding the fertilizer right here. And ceramic as well. These are all ceramic, and here's some fertilizer there and there. And I do believe there's another container somewhere of fertilizer. Maybe not, maybe just the two. But there's a ton of ceramic and a couple, now here you go, 2 more bags of fertilizer right there. Alright, so the next location is Wixen. And just like my normal videos, guys, you just never know what I'm going to show you when I go to show you stuff. But this place is full of fertilizer, but there's also a couple little bonus items that we have to run right past. So I'm just going to go ahead and show them to you anyway. It'll kind of help you out with other challenges, but there's a bear that spawns right there. There's another bear that spawns inside there. And then there's a couple of garden gnomes here, so there's one there. And another one there. But what we're looking for is... Did I just run past it? This right here. This shed. You want to look for this shed right here. This thing is full of fertilizer. I mean, fertilizer is everywhere. So just come in, start looking around. You will find a ton of fertilizer. Another tip for finding some of these plungers and stuff like that is check the train stations. They have all sorts of stuff. Bears, cigarettes, you name it, pretty much they got it. They got tons of things to like loot, but here's a plunger right here. Almost all of them have bathrooms, and they either have toilet paper or something inside of them that you can actually loot. And see, this one's got a cigarette machine. I think it's got 2 of them actually. Yeah, it's got 2. So, and that doesn't even include what's outside. So definitely make sure to check out the train stations. Hopefully this video has found you well and was helpful. Let me know in the comments below if you're participating in the spring cleaning challenge event and what was the hardest thing that you had to find. Alright guys, take care. I love you, and I'll see you in the wasteland. Huge shout out to my channel members, the Deathclaws. Without you, none of this would be possible, so thank you so much for having my back. I love you guys. I'd like to take a moment and welcome our newest channel members to the glowing Deathclaws. We have Brandon Fleming, Drake Rock, Charmander, Ariel Area VT, Mr. Ma, Pete Allen, William Rhodes Jr., Stevie Davis. And to the baby Deathclaws, Dylan Rooks,